Hey friends, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Hope you're doing well. It's Thursday night. We're going to make another door hanger. Super fun. If you don't see a red box right there, that means you're catching the replay. So just comment #replay. You can chat along and do all the things to let us know that you're here. I've grabbed 3 of my long handled paintbrushes because I'm really digging them, y'all. And I've got another 16-inch round that we're going to use. And we are going to do something with, I don't know, we're going to use some tape. We're going to create some stripes, okay? So, keyword is round when you're hopping on. Just hit the heart button. Don't forget, sprinkle the video, comment the word round. And let's begin. So, I've got this, like I said, it is 16 inches. Let me just wipe it off. I don't know why I'm really wiping the other side because we're not doing a double-sided door hanger, okay? So what I want to do is I want to take this off in 1, 2, we're going to have 4 different sections, okay? So we're going to use these colors right here. White, bright white, storm, and black velvet. Okay, I had to think about that for a second just to make sure that's what I'm doing. How is everybody? Say hey when you're hopping on. So I'm going to grab some placement tape. This is in the supply list whenever you type in the word round. Let me just make sure. Okay, we're all good. So I'm going to do, let me think about this, y'all. I'm going to try and get this as straight as possible. So we're going to do 4 different sections. Hi, Glenda and Denise and Michelle Pryor and Brenda. Hi. Is it working? Is the keyword working? Doesn't look to be working. So, let me try this. I don't think I published it. Now try commenting round. Okay, so I want to do this right here. Now, I typically don't measure my stuff. But we might tonight. So let me show you what we're doing. No, I don't think I'm going to measure it. I'm just going to keep going. So ideally, we're creating 4 different sections. Okay, did that work? Somebody type in round for me. There we go. It's working. It's working. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, just like this. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for checking, y'all. I hope you're doing well. I've missed you guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom is going to be natural. Okay. But I kind of want to experiment with something because I want a deeper brown on this bottom. So watch and learn. Might not work. Just might. Okay, so I'm going to use some antique wax. And I'm shaking it up because I want to get some at the, like on the lid. So we're going to see if this works. And I'm actually going to take a wipe. We're going to do the wipe method. Okay. Yes, Jess, the placement tape has markers. So like inches, yes, all of that. Isn't that fun? All right. Hi, Lori and Marlene. Lisa Ann, try typing in round again. It wasn't working in the beginning. The format has changed a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I said I'm going to put it on the lid, but I'm going to see if this works. I don't know. I've never tried to actually stain one of our rounds. So we'll see. Again, it may work, it may not. Maybe you need to sand it a little bit beforehand. But we're going to try it. So it looks a little bit darker, right? Now, could be because of the wipe, right? The wipe is like wet, moist, okay? Keyword is working now, y'all. So let me dry this and see what happens. And if you want it darker, add more. Want it darker than that, add some more, okay? Hi, everybody. So it did darken it just a little bit. However, I want it darker. So I'm going to grab a paintbrush. We're about to get real brave up in here. Now, the good thing about this is you can always wipe off any of the, well, hopefully, the too much, right? Let's say you got too much on there. So let's just go in and do this. And then we'll take our wipe and maybe wipe some of this off because I want a darker stained piece of wood. And this is antique wax, okay? Hi, Kim, how are you? Yay, you. Michelle, it is. Let me tell you something. I am really digging these like door hangers. And door hangers, in my opinion, need a bow. So we're just going to kind of stick with that trend, y'all, for a little bit. Plus, I've got some lined up for the next couple of days. If all pans out tomorrow, which is Friday, I'm really excited about. But Zach has to get busy. So we'll see if he can pull it off. All right, so I've added antique wax with a paintbrush. Okay, so let me show you. Now, I don't know how this is going to dry, but check it out. That's kind of the look I want. I want a deeper wood grain, wood color, wood, okay? Hi. So let's see what happens. We're going to test it, we're going to dry it, and then we're going to paint this section and this section and this section, okay? And we're going to make a very, I don't know, to me it's like a basic, simple door hanger. It's not too loud, right? Thanks, Patty. How are you, Patty? So let's see. See what happens. Now, I'm going to dry this all the way before I go and lift up my tape. Okay? So let's see. I don't know. I'm done with this, I think. Actually, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to put it in the water. Again, home decor wax. Antique wax. I don't need to dry this area. I need to dry this area. Okay? Hi! I'm fabulous. The boys are in the pool playing. Let's see how far we can get away from the basketball hoop and try and make it in. Hi, Lorraine. All right, guys. Let's see here. It's taking a little bit to dry because I kind of got it thick in some areas. So, can't really start on this section because I need to paint underneath the tape. Oh. Working. Hi, Sandra. All right, let me see. Okay, so there is like, oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never painted with antique wax. I don't even know if you're supposed to be honest, but it's working. So I'm going to take a paper towel and just lightly, hi, Stephanie and Beverly Clark. I'm just going to take a paper towel and just lightly kind of go over that. Okay, like so. It did take a tiny bit off, but it's not anything crazy. Okay, and that is what we have. Ooh-wee! I love that. Okay, so the trick was we painted it with antique wax. Okay, again, usually I use that for like distressing or something, but we're different tonight, okay? So now what I'm going to do is peel off this. All right, and we have this right here. So we're going to paint this next section of color. However, I need to use this tape again. And first I'm going to wipe it off because there is that wax. So let me just take this and wipe it off. And then the next thing I'm going to do is peel it up. And I'm not going to use that piece because Dodo here stuck it to paper. So forget that, okay? I should have known that, y'all. I should have stuck it on my fuzzing cloth, which I always do. So we are going to need to fuzz the tape. Okay, so let me see how long I need it. Right about there. So I'm going to fuzz the tape. I don't want this super sticky. And tape is sticky, right? Yes, me too, Glenda, right? Thanks, Sandra. Hi, Bambi. Hi, Jeanette and Dawn. How are y'all? Hi, Ann. So we're going to fuzz this. I know, Linda, like, I thought about that the minute I put that on the cardboard. Like, oh, that's not going to work. So my fear here on the next step is that I'm going to pick up some of this antique wax. So I'm really making sure that it's nice and fuzzed, okay? So we will learn together and we will see if my theory is right. Hopefully not. Okay, so I'm going to lay this over the antique wax. Line it up along the edge. And it's not going to stick very well because it's wax, right? So I'm going to do my very best to line it up without it moving and tuck the edges, okay? All right, so now we have the tape over the antique wax. Now we're going to go in with our black. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Hi, Diana. We're going to go in with our black. Let me see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to spray this. I'm going to mist this just like so. And I'm going to grab one of my big brain, long-handed paint brushes. Now, I'm going to start down here by the wax so I can get that out of the way because that's where I'm most nervous. So let me move this to where you can see. So I'm actually going to take it and I'm going to like basically stroke away from the tape. I don't want to go towards it because it could get underneath that tape because it is not pressed down very well because of the wax, the antique wax. So it's kind of slippery, right? Lightly go over that line. Keep going all the way to the edge. And then I'm going to lightly go over that line. I'm trying not to put too much pressure because I don't want that paste to go under the tape. Okay? So then what you do is you just keep painting the entire thing. And yes, I'm using chalk in paste form tonight to paint. It's not acrylic. It's not chalk paint. It's not like Waverly chalk paint. It's chalk paste. Okay? Y'all, I'm really digging this paintbrush. Now, I will tell you that I have observed myself that when I use this, I feel like I'm a lot slower of a painter. Has anybody else noticed that? Or is it just me? I feel like I'm more, I don't know, like delicate. I mean, I am far from delicate, but whatever. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Kay and Vicky. Okay, Velda, just send me a message. Send a message to the page and we can chat, okay? All right, so here I am at the other piece of tape where we're splitting off our sections here. And I'm going to turn my round this way, okay? And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now, this side doesn't have the antique wax underneath, so I can be a little bit more careless, I guess you could say. Not as safe as I was where the antique wax is. All right, and then I'm just going to fill in the gaps. But I'm working away from the edge of the tape, not against the edge of the tape. All right, there we go. Got my ribbon bundles. Yay, Vicky! Napkin bundles also will be going out tomorrow. Zach put those together for y'all. And man, let me tell you something. He spoiled y'all. Those are listed in the VIP group. He went on a napkin buying frenzy, I don't know, about a year ago. And he busted out this big old tote the other day. He's like, hey, do you think your friends will want some of these? I'm like, you bet they will. So that's in the VIP group. Okay, so there is number 2. Okay. You're welcome, Kelly. And mystery bundles are lined up our entire foyer, ready for the mailman to pick them up tomorrow. Amy Van Gogh. I just feel like I need to have a hat with like a feather or something whenever I'm using these. I mean, honestly, y'all, they look so silly, but they like the same. Okay? He does, Mammy. He does. Tina, you can decoupage with them. That's what I would highly suggest. I love doing that on any surface for the most part. It's a lot of fun. All right, so let me dry this because I don't like to peel up my tape before it dries. Okay? So let's do this. And as long as we can get this edge dry and this one dry, I'm going to peel up the tape and get that out of the way. Now, I do see a little bit right here that I can see the actual wood color. So let me go over that. The cool thing about this, y'all, the paste goes from shiny to matte. So it's actually really cool to watch it dry. Well, in my opinion, it is. So hit the heart button for me and type in the word round. I will send you all the supplies in a message. Okay. All right, so that's good right there. So I'm going to start with this side. I'm going to see. Everybody cross your fingers. Let's hope and pray that this stayed. It did. Oh my gosh. Y'all, look at this. Boom. I love that. Okay, so let's do this one. Now I'm going to try and save this piece because I need to lay it back down over the black. So we're going to set this over here and we're going to fuzz this one so that I can reuse it. Okay, now the next color we're going to go in is with Storm. Oh, good, Bambi. You're going to decoupage with fabric. I know, right, Barbara? Isn't that funny? We just love watching it dry. Okay, so let's do this one. Fuzz. I'm pressing down pretty firmly to the fuzzing cloth. Let's peel it off. Same thing. All right, I think we're good. So now what we're going to do is do the exact same thing. We're going to we're going to lay this down on this edge. And we're going to do our Storm gray. Okay. Come on now. All right. That's not going to work. So it folded over on me, y'all. Come on, seriously? I need you at the end. All right, so I've already noticed that it's taken off some of the black paste. So what we're going to do, because we're going to have to do this anyways, is we're going to wax it to see if that does any good. Okay, so I just added a little bit of wax. All right, let's try it again. Let me move this over to the edge. See if I have enough. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, it's a process, y'all. Trust the process. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, good, Deb. I cannot wait to see pictures. That's right, Tina. Okay, so this is Storm. So this is our gray. Let me stir it though, because, you know. So, Juanita, this is placement tape. You can find this in my shop. Just type in the word round. Okay, so let's go in and we're going to do the same thing. We are going to paint away. Now, granted, it is sitting on wax because we did wax it, but it's not like the antique wax. It's a little different, but still could seep underneath. So I just like to paint away so that the tape doesn't lift. All right, go all the way to the edge. Hopefully you can see that. Gently go over it and then just begin painting it. Now, I just realized I didn't spray this, so let me spray this. This just helps like kind of thin out your paste a little bit so that it's not super thick and it's easier to paint with. Okay. Y'all liking the color so far? I am. So y'all, I haven't seen you guys since when? Monday? What is today? Thursday? Tuesday? No, Tuesday we had a baseball game. And they won. And Jackson got to play. He was back at it after his little, you know, head issue. They won. So that was fun. And we have no baseball this weekend. And I am so excited. Like, we have no plans. So I'm not making any plans. All right, so let's turn this around. Look what this is doing, okay? We're going to turn this around, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go away from the edge of the tape so it doesn't lift up. And smooth it out, okay? Just like so. And then make sure that your brush strokes are somewhat decent, not choppy. Just a suggestion. You may like choppy. I don't. All right. Look. It's pretty, huh? Okay, so let's put that in there, that in there. Let's close this up and make some room. Okay? Love the colors. Me too. All right, so let's make sure our edges. Hi, Sharon Hoover. Diane, I got my table at Home Depot. It's the Husky brand, 52 inches. Double drawer, and it goes up and down with a handle. It's not automatic. And I love it. Okay? Hello. Hi, Bonnie. Yeah, Bambi, it's supposed to rain here tomorrow. It is supposed to be nicer on Sunday, so I blocked that day off for poolside time, relaxation time for myself. So that is my plan. All right, so we want to make sure that all of this along the edge is dry before I lift off that tape. Same thing up here, because we're going to apply tape to this to block it off, because now we're going to go in with white paint. I actually rode by a house the color of the transfers. Really? That teal color? Michelle, what did you think Zach made? I missed that. All right, so let's go and make sure all this is matte color and no longer shining. Super important. Dry. Okay. All right, I think it is. Oh, my table. I guess so funny. All right. So there is that tape. Okay. Let me just hold it up to the light to see if I can tell if that's dry or not. Let's go in and take it off. Okay. So Debbie, the bottom is Waverly. No, just kidding. Antique wax, actually. Just like this. That. Antique wax. Okay. All right, so we're going to grab this and we're going to fuzz our tape. Now, I've got some thick paint on here. So let me get that off. Oh, good. Good, good, good. You got your Uncle Sam. I don't know where Uncle Sam is. Oh, there he is. He's watching my back. Okay, so we're going to fuzz this tape, okay, because we're going to lay it over our chalk paste. Super important, y'all. Otherwise, I think with any paint, you run the risk of it peeling up if you put something sticky over it, right? So I'm going to make sure that it is pretty sticky. Okay, so hit the heart button. Sprinkle out the video, y'all. The kiddos are good. They only have like so many days of school left, and it just hit me today that like we are almost in May, and May is the month that they get out of school. Like I am not ready for them to be home full time. Like I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I may find a local Starbucks to go work at during the day. You might find me on the patio working. Like, nope, not ready. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing we did with the other line. I'm going to apply some wax to help see if that, like, I don't want the tape to peel up the paste. So yes, I am not ready for them to be home. So I hope Zach has a lot of activities for them to do. Zach, if you're watching, better get ready, buddy. Okay. In June, wow. Oh, Cynthia, I just might take you up on that. What kind of yarn did I use for that? Oh, goodness gracious. Gosh. I don't know, but it is fluffy. I don't know if anybody remembers. I don't remember. So this is bright white paste. You know, you could even use like, I don't know what I used. I can't remember what it's called. You could use like the mop head from the Dollar Tree. I have several of those. Okay, so I'm going away from the tape line, okay? Now I can freely get crazy and paint after I spray my water. Oh, look, there's Zach. He's going to ship me up to Cynthia. Okay, so there's that. We're almost done painting, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I wanted to show you how the process was to get this look that I am showing you tonight. And kind of how I use the placement tape to my advantage to keep my lines straight. So, it's a little lengthy, but I appreciate it. So if you are watching the replay, you can just comment #replay because you won't see a red box above my head. All right, I think we're good. We're also going to have a bow up here to some extent. So there's that. All right, finished. black, gray, and white. Oh, and the stain, okay? So let's dry this. Let me grab a Q-tip. Thanks, Janet. Whoa, wrong drawer. Good gravy. Oh, it looks like the board you got at Michael's. Looky there. I can make it. Okay. Y'all see me use these, right? When you type in the word round, in that message, you'll see my Amazon store, and I have them in there. I love them. They're like makeup Q-tip things, okay? You know, Michelle, I don't know. So it's a really good point. I don't know, girlfriend. I will add it. It is one of my favorites. Let me see. All right, so we're going to dry along the tape line before we peel it off, right? And let me see here. I think this is going to be cute, y'all. I don't know if it's on there. I'll have to add it. Yeah, Walmart. Yes. Thanks, Deb. It's just home decor wax. Antique wax is the color. All right, that is done. Get out of here. Look! Look at that. Now, if that is not cute or what, oh my goodness. Y'all, for real, I am in love with that. Now, I'm going to get this eyesore of a piece of cardboard out of here. Okay, and we're going to apply wax to this. Y'all love that? I love it. All right, so we're going to wax this entire thing. Why? Well, because, oh, look, and I see right here, y'all see those little marks where the black, darn it, peeled up? I have to fix that because, you know, one of these days, all the stuff I have sitting in my mudroom will be up for sale, and we need to have this painted. So, you know, one of those days. Okay. Done and done. So I'm just taking some black chalk paste and going over the spots that peeled up whenever we put the tape that wasn't quite fuzzed enough. Okay, and I'm going to dry that really quick. Yay! Vivian, send me a picture. All right, so let me make sure this is dry before I go back and apply the wax, okay? We are going to apply the word hello, okay? So I want to make sure that this is nice and wax, because whenever you layer transfers, because they're sticky, you certainly don't want to lift up the paste, okay? Let me see if this is dry up here. I'm just going to go over it a little bit. And I'm going to wax the wax because I want the whole thing to have that shine, okay? All right. So this is what we have right here. Oh my goodness. This is not the color of the board. That is the color of the board. Look at the difference. I love it. Y'all like that spin move there? Okay. We're going to use this. This is the transfer that we're going to use. It's fairly new. I think it came out in February. I think. Oh, hello there is what it's called. And I'm going to use just the hello up here. So I'm going to put my finger in between the backer sheet and the transfer. And I'm just going to cut along or score or glide, whatever you want to call this, my scissors all the way across. Now here's another cut line. Put my thumb in between. And there you have it. So that is done. Okay, I'm going to peel this off. These are reusable. I think what I may do now that I'm sitting here contemplating this, I may do the bow first because that's going to determine where I place this word. Okay, so let me grab my Bow Dabra. Okay, let's do that. Just to be on the safe side. I do not want to put that too high or too low. Okay, so let me get this ready. I've just got some striped ribbon tonight. Thank you. I love that. I love the colors of that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this a little bit long. And let's see what we can come up with. All right, so we're going to try 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking. I'm using my brain. So this is not double-sided ribbon, so you're going to have to twist it. If you have this, I don't know if you do or not, but you need to twist it. So I'm going to do, I think, 3. Oh, look. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, we're just going to roll with it. We're going to see if this works. So I don't have that tail, but we're going to make this work. So I'm going to right now cut that piece off so that basically it looks like all I have are hoops. Okay. Now we also are going to use this, not this, but these are married together. This was a Walmart Christmas steal. Okay. Gotta put this in. I have to. I just have to. Y'all may not like it. It's fine. You do you. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do on this one, I think we're going to do, this one is not double-sided. So, like, holy cow. Let me just unravel some of this. Okay. So we've got that. And we've got that. No, this is double-sided. It's see-through. What am I talking about? 1, 2, 1, 2. So we've got 2 over here. 2 over here. Love the chaos. I know. Me, every time. That is like, I'm the chaos coordinator here. In the house with my family and the raffia. And I have a shirt that says chaos coordinator. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then we're going to go back one more time. And this is so twisted. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to cut it right here. And we're going to see what it looks like. I told them, Zach, and it's all up to you to make it happen, buddy. It's all up to you to make that happen. You got some work to do. Okay, now, what we're going to try and do, I've got that. I'm going to put some of this there. And I'm going to give it a press down, even though I truly, my heart of hearts, don't really think that that works. I mean, I see it, right? Not so much with my heart, but with my eyeballs. I'm going to push it down before I squeeze it really tight. And do the exact same thing. And then I'm going to lift it off, okay? I've got a lot of layers. Like, look. See that? So, I'm not very strong to try and get those flattened. But we're going to try our best. So I'm going to wrap this around because I want the ends of my jute to come out the front. Because I'm going to attempt to put some beads on them. Okay. So let me tie it again. All right. So there is that. So let's fix our bow really quick. Straighten it out. We do have those shorter tails because we ran out of ribbon. But actually, y'all, it's okay. Like, there's a lot going on in this bow, and you really don't see it. So, let me just get all of this chaos under control. Ooh, don't cut that one. All right. Okay, let's fix this one. So, I grabbed my little bead organizer thing. Okay, and I'm going to figure out which ones I want to use. But the problem is, I don't know if my jute is too... Oh my gosh, look at this. Y'all. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, here we go. So, I have some beads. And I have some jute. Beads, jute. So, what I think we're going to try is the bigger beads first. Okay. I don't have very many, but we're going to attempt to use them. So, I've got 2 there. And I've got, we're going to put 2 on this side. Okay. Now, if your jute starts to fray because the hole is not cooperating, first of all, pick up another bead and see if it works. Second, grab a piece of tape. Okay. Or better yet, let me see if I can make this work. This bead threader. I grabbed it for a reason, y'all. All right, so slide the bead on. Slide the bead on. Okay. Then I'm just going to figure out a way. I don't know that this is going to work. Oh, yes, it's working. Maybe. No. Yes. Okay, 1 and 2. Holy cow. We're going to get it, y'all. We're going to get it. All right, let's do another one. Hit the heart button, y'all. Cheer me on. I think this is going to be cute. Okay, I'm going to try a different method. So I'm going to take some tape. And this is starting to fray. So I typically don't add beads to my bows, y'all. But this may be the next game changer that I like. Go. Get your butt up in that bead and move. Thank you for listening. All right, now let's go down a size. That's probably going to make it worse. Just kidding. We're going to stay with the same size. So far, I've got 3 on each string, okay? And I'm going to try and go 5 on each side, 10 total. All right, so let's try and force it in there. Get in there. Okay, yes. 2 more, okay? I have one sign that I use beads on my bow, and I love it. Yes, I'm excited. Okay, so let's squish it. Go. This one needs some tape. It's not feeling the love. Okay, yes, round. You could add black beads, Sandra. Yes, you absolutely could. I need to get some more that are multi-sizes because I don't have a whole lot, but it's fine. This is going to be fine. All right, so now I need to tie these off some way, shape, or form. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. Oh, there we go. Then we need to do another one because we need the knot bigger than the hole, right? So let's do that and try and get it right where that is. Okay, same on this side. Now this string is a lot smaller. So I recommend that you cut your string, like leave your strings really long whenever you cut your original piece of jute, if you're using jute to tie the bow, okay? All right, and there's other ways to do this. This is my first go at it, so don't judge me, okay? All right, so now what we're gonna do is cut off the ends. Gotta find the other one. Okay, and now I'm gonna fray these by twisting them the opposite direction. So basically it's gonna give me, and I'll hold it up and I'll show you, but look, it's going to fray it. So I'm just twisting it the opposite direction, okay? It's kind of fun, right? If you're making a bow, did I miss it? No. I have the round over here. We're letting it sit over there because I really needed to see where I was going to go with the hello sign. So now what I'm going to do is take something sharp. See this right here? Lay that down on the table and just fray it. Like pick through it. It may shed a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, grab this one and do the exact same thing. You could even use a needle. My sewing kit is not in here. All right, so however you want it to look. Okay, so it's a little bit frayed. It adds a little bit of character to it. Leave it as is if you want. All right. Whew. That was stressful. Okay, let's grab our round. Move all this out of the way. So in case you missed it, we made this with these colors, okay? So now what we're gonna do, oh, y'all, that's so pretty, is I'm gonna glue this at the top. Something just fell. Look. Oh my goodness. Okay, so then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our hello over here, down here, to the side. I haven't quite decided, okay? So I'm gonna glue this first. That's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna glue it right over the hole. I don't necessarily use the holes on my rounds. I use command strips. So basically, you can put your bow over it. Now, you may want to use the rounds for you. You do you. I do not. And we're going to spread out our raffia because why not? It is just super awesome. It's chaotic. It's fun. It is definitely my style. May not be your style. Let me just poof this out so that I can figure out where I'm going to put the hello to get the finished look. Okay? So that's what we have so far. Except this guy right here wants to hang out by himself. Okay? So let's grab the transfer is down here on the floor. on the fuzzing cloth because we were going to fuzz it and apply it, but we didn't. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Zach. You love it? I know, the beads on the bow and the stain. Holy cow, we outdid ourselves, y'all. So we're going to put this in bright white. Okay, let me just make some room so I can concentrate and make sure I have enough space. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I want this to show up on the gray and the black. I don't want it to show up on the brown and certainly not the white, but the white's all the way at the top. Okay. So I want this to kind of sit, not in the center. Thanks, Cynthia. Thanks, girl. All right, so let's do this right here. I'm going to press this down slightly and I'm going to hold it up to see if it's centered-ish. And I have this light in my eye and it's really, I'm struggling. Okay, so we're going to take this side down just a tad, straighten it out, lift it up, and remove the air bubbles, okay? And I'm just using hello. Just the hello. You see where it's how it's off to the side? All right, here goes nothing. So I'm going to make sure that this is really pressed down and that I don't have any air bubbles around the screen. Okay, now I will tell you right now, there's this little bitty piece of gray paint that's a little elevated. It's got me a little nervous, but we're gonna try, okay? Oh, thank you so much, Sue. Thank you. Upper left side, Zach. No. What are you talking about? This? The hello? Okay, here we go. So I think that's where I want it. Yes. If not, guess what? It's going down and it's not coming off. So I'm only doing the hello. I'm not doing the O, the OH, or the there, THERE. Just hello. So you need to be careful when you're doing like part of a transfer that you have your mind set on, or you tell yourself, right? Don't chalk on that. Don't chalk on that as you're doing it. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest in my jar. That's right, Michelle. All right, so let's lift this up. And I'm going to watch as I lift it up to make sure that I did not like miss a spot, okay? And before I lift it all the way off, like pull the transfer off, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Lift. Bingo. All right, let me show you how to clean it. I'll show you the finished project and y'all can go on your merry way and have fun. Go hang out with your hubby, go hang out with your cat, your dog, go make something, go craft, whatever, okay? Yes, Denise, you have to. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take a wipe and wipe off the, I guess I call it the top, the non-sticky side. Spray it again. Take a board eraser. This is a board eraser. And remove the paste from the screen. Okay, these are reusable. This is not a plastic transfer, stencil, whatever you want to call it. So it can be used over and over. So like if you're a sign maker and you wanted to make 10 of these in different colors or even the same color because you have a shop, you can use this over and over and over and over and over. Okay, so right now I'm getting all of the paste from the back off and out of the screen. Okay. Did Amy tell you what goes out tomorrow? No, Zach, what goes out tomorrow? What are you talking about, buddy? Are you being ornery? Okay, so now it's clean, right? Somebody asked Zach what he's talking about. Oh, mystery boxes. Yes. Let's lay this here. Put it right on our backer sheet. Line it up. Smooth it out. Do not put it on here. Here we go again with the darn music. It's my phone. It's my watch. Hey, that was appropriate song. All right, so check it out. Make sure it's flat. Do not put it on here if you have air bubbles, because it's not going to, what is the word? Just don't do it. Okay. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Hold on. Look. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. I think it's so cute. So get you some tape, get you some colors, get you some beads, make a bow. How stinking cute is that? I love it, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. So y'all have a great night. We'll see you next time. Got quite the lineup of door hangers, so I hope you guys are excited. All right. Bye, friends. See you later.